And moving on from the surge in the gold prices to back home, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will pay an official visit to US on this 12th and the 13th of February, informed the Ministry of External Affairs in a special briefing held to brief on the Prime Minister's upcoming overseas visit. India and US will issue a joint statement after PM Modi and US President Donald Trump meet, according to the MEA. Well, before PM Modi's US trip, the Prime Minister will visit France from February 10th to February 12th. During his visit, he will co-chair an AI summit along with French President Emmanuel Macron. President Macron will host a dinner on the 12th of February. And well, let's go across and listen in to what the Foreign Secretary had to say about the Prime Minister's visit.
The President of the United States of America, Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, will pay an official working visit to the United States on 12th and 13th of February. This will be the first visit of Prime Minister Modi to the United States since the inauguration of the second presidential term of President Donald Trump. You would be aware that Prime Minister would be amongst the first few world leaders to visit the United States following the inauguration of President Trump. And the fact that the Prime Minister has been invited to visit the US within barely 3 weeks of the new administration taking office shows the importance of the India-US partnership and is also reflective of the bipartisan support that this partnership enjoys in the United States. And the visit will be a valuable opportunity to engage the new administration on all areas of mutual interest. Insofar as the program elements are concerned, the Prime Minister will hold a bilateral meeting with President Trump in both the restricted and delegation level formats. Senior US administration figures are expected to call on Prime Minister during the visit, and the Prime Minister will also have the opportunity to interact with business leaders and with members of the Indian community.
And in his press briefing, the Foreign Secretary also touched upon the ongoing issue of US President imposing tariffs. He said that we could expect there will be an intense and continuing conversation on the same. Let's go across and listen in.
Again, you've seen the announcements that have been made in the budget by the Finance Minister. Some of those are already out there. We expect that there will be a more intense and continuing conversation with the United States on these matters. We look forward to those discussions.
And well, to weigh in on the matter, we are now joined by Sumita Karir, who's joining in with more on the details of the story. Over to you, Sumita.
Yes, Ankita, in fact, a special briefing that was held by the Foreign Secretary, he said that, of course, the Prime Minister is paying an official visit to the United States on 12th and 13th Feb. In fact, on the outcomes that India is looking at, a joint statement could be adopted by both the leaders. In fact, there will be discussions around trade, investment, technology, defense and security of the Asia-Pacific, and in fact, civil nuclear program cooperation will be on the agenda as well. Energy and defense are two other sectors which will be on the table for talks for the U.S. visit. And of course, like you rightly stated just a short while back, the tariff is being looked at as a key agenda as well, given that it is part of reviving trade negotiations between the two countries. So the Foreign Secretary said that we expect that there will be an intense and continuing conversation on these matters. Remember, this becomes very critical because even though the government of India has clearly stated its policy around illegal migration or illegal immigration, that they really support the United States efforts to deport individuals, or rather, they will be assisting the United States in getting back individuals whose names are not officially documented. However, the government of India has not really spoken about, or the External Affairs Ministry has not spoken about its stance on tariffs. Remember, we've seen Donald Trump impose tariffs on Mexico, on Canada, on China. There have been counter tariff measures as well. And after that, there's been an intention by the Trump administration to hold on to these tariffs for a limited period of time. But overall, this is going to be a significant part of the visit. Remember, this is following a post an invitation by President Donald Trump, who returned to the White House. So, of course, the MEA is stating that this reflects the strong partnership that the two sides have. Remember, this visit is also coming in at a time when the Modi government is facing criticism over the treatment of over 100 Indian immigrants that have been deported by Washington as part of its immigration agenda. The U.S. wants to sort that out. Remember, it was part of Donald Trump's campaign as well. So that is going to be definitely on the agenda. Trade ties are going to be on the agenda. Meanwhile, India will also be looking at making sure that there is only legal migration to the United States. Now, let me take you as far as trade between the two countries is concerned. Well, U.S. is India's largest trading partner, and definitely a two-way trade. If it continues, it is going to benefit India. So that's as far as the United PM's U.S. visit is concerned. These are some of the details that we got today.
Right, Sumita, thank you so much for joining us with the details of the visit and what can we expect. But with that, it's time for a quick breather. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.